So we're going to talk about simplifying algebraic expressions a little bit more so that you guys can understand it in the context of an actual math expression, not just combining the like terms. Commutative and associative property are both really important to remember for this because that's what allows us to move stuff around and regroup it. Again, if you don't remember those definitions, here they are typed for you, so you could pause right now and kind of read over this definition, and you could also pause to read over this one. I just wanted to include those in the video. Again, this is just explaining commutative and associative properties one more time in more of an algebraic and kind of visual manner. The other property that comes in handy with this and we're going to need is the distributive property. Remember, that is a property of multiplication. And yes, down here it says this right here doesn't always have to be an addition sign. It can be a subtraction sign and make this end up as being subtraction. So this slide is just showing you guys again that 4x minus 3x, those are like terms because they have x to the same power and they're the same variable, and this is a constant. It's never going to change unless there's other constants to combine it with. It's not multiplied by anything, that's why it said that it's never going to change. Again, coefficients. These guys are not like terms, so we cannot combine those. Here is an example of using factoring. Really, if you notice down here, you're really just keeping x squared the same and doing 7 minus 4. But we will talk about factoring in the next unit. So here we have 72p minus 25p. These are indeed like terms, so I can just evaluate 72 minus 25, leave the p the same, and I get 47p for that question. This is the expression in simplest form. Here I have x to the fourth and x to the fourth. The invisible number hanging out with the x is a 1. So 3/4 plus 1 is 1 3/4. So again, this simplifies to be 1 3/4 x to the fourth because the x to the fourth just stays the same. So here I have 5/10 m plus 2 5/10 n. So this is an m and this is an n. So do I have anything in common there? I do not. So this is simplified. This one's already simplified. So I want to give you guys a few minutes to pause the video on this screen and try to work these on your own. So the only issue that I see with this first question is technically powers are supposed to be in order. So this should be, it's technically already simplified, but to be in the correct order, it should be moving this guy right here over here and then adding that addition sign. And then we will delete it. That's just for putting it in the correct order. Here we have 16p plus 84p. 84 plus 16 is what? 100p, correct? And again, in this one, it would be best if we move the 8.8 5/10 t squared to the front and brought this guy to the back. So when I do that, I do need to make sure again that I'm moving the subtraction symbols with it because minus 8 5/10 t squared is like leading with a negative 8 5/10 t squared. This one right here, I'm going to show you guys an awesome little online tool that you could use for doing this question. So one really cool website that will help you with combining like terms and solving equations is graspableMath.com. Notice I said help. I don't want you to use this to do all of the work. But here, if I want to insert a math expression, I'm going to insert my 10x plus 36 minus 38x plus minus 47. So I'm going to insert that in here. Now, one thing you do need to know is that 10x is a term. Positive 36 or plus 36 is a term. Negative 38x is a term. And negative 47. I know we say this as subtraction, but when we're moving the terms around, this minus sign needs to travel with the term. So the coolest thing with this website is I can grab this. So notice that I have grabbed the entire minus 38x term, and I'm going to drag it over here to the matching term, and it does the math magically for me. I know that 36 and minus 47 are constants, so they are also like terms. So I can drag the 36 over to the 47, and again, it magically does all the math for me. But you do have to know how to drag it. So this is just another tool that you could use as you're working on these. In Odyssey, where you could pop over to this website and see if you got the answer correct.